Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students, and welcome to the English classroom in Azali Institute of Medical Sciences, Peshawar. I am your English teacher, Sumaira Hatak. Today I am here with the second video about the blanket. As you know, students, that in the first video we have started the unit, the blanket, unit 12 of grade 11, the blanket, that is for the second semester of diploma students. So in the first lecture we have started this unit and we have talked about the important things of this unit is introduction about the writer, character, setting, theme, etc. So in this video we are going to explain the text of this story, the blanket. So let's get started. It was a fine September night. A thin white moon rose over the valley. Peter, 11 years old, did not see the moon. He did not feel the cool September breeze blow into the kitchen, for his thoughts were fixed on a red and black blanket on the kitchen table. Student, as I have told you in your classes that story is always written in past tense. So the blanket is story by genre, you know. So this is also written in the past tense. As you see, the first paragraph that we have read, it is in the past tense. It was a fine September night. It's simple past tense. And the same with the whole story is in the past tense, because we write story in past tense, because story is the narration of some event. That's why we write story in past tense. So now coming towards the explanation of this paragraph. In this first paragraph, the writer has been created the setting of this story. That is, it was winter season and the month was of September and the time was of night, and it was there in the house. This is the setting of this story. Now Peter, Peter is the central figure or the main character of the story. So Peter, he is a boy of 11 years and he did not take any notice of the moon that rose over the valley. He even did not feel the cool September wind that was blowing into the kitchen. Why? Because there is a reason. That's why he was not taking any notice of anything. For example, he did not take notice of the moon, and he was not feeling the cool wind as well. The reason is that he was thinking about the red and black blanket that was there on the table. So this is the reason that he did not feel even the uh, cold wind that was blowing into the kitchen. So the next paragraph is that the blanket was a gift from his dad to his granddad, a going away gift. They said that granddad was going away. That's what they called it, going away. In this paragraph, it is clarified that why did Peter think about this blanket? Because this blanket has certain importance. That is important. Why? Because it is a gift and it's a going away gift, and it's a gift from Peter's dad to his granddad. That's why he was thinking about this blanket, because it is the symbol of departure of his granddad. It is the symbol of his granddad departing away. It is the symbol of his granddad's going away. That's why he was thinking about this blanket, because he was very sad and he was very panic. And in the next paragraph, Peter had not really believed his dad would send granddad away. But now, there it was, the going away gift. Dad had bought it that very morning, and this was the last evening he and his granddad would have with each other. In the beginning, Peter did not believe that dad would really send his granddad to an old age house. But here, now, the situation is like that. He have to believe, he have to admit that yes, it's true that dad is going to send his granddad to an old age house, because the situation is like that. There is a gift, there is a blanket, and this blanket is a gift for his granddad from his dad. So there is a gift, and that is a going away gift. That's why now he had admitted, he realized, and now he accepted that yes, it's true that dad is really going to send his granddad to an old age house. And then Peter thought that it would be their lost evening, that he and his granddad would have with each other, that he and his granddad would have with each other, means together. So he was thinking about his granddad's departure, and that's what makes him so panic, and that what makes him sad, makes him, you can say, depressed, tensed. So the next paragraph: together, the old man and the young boy washed the supper dishes. Dad had gone out with that woman he was to marry. He would not be back for some time. When the dishes were finished, the old man and the boy went outside and sat under the moon. I'll get, I'll get my harmonica and play for you, the old man said. I'll play some of the old tunes. Here in this paragraph, it has been clarified that Peter is not his own mother. It is not clear that whether his mother is died or she has been divorced by his father. But only the point is that he is not his own mother, because his dad is going to marry another girl. One point is that in this paragraph, and then the second thing is that the old man said Peter that I want to play some tunes for you. I want to play some old tunes for you. So I'm going to bring my harmonica. Harmonica is basically a musical instrument. So maybe his granddad wants to distract Peter's attention, because he was so panicked, because he was so depressed. Maybe he wants to distract his attention due to his departure, or maybe he wants to revise some of the past memories. So in the next paragraph, but instead of the harmonica, he brought out the blanket. It was a gift, double blanket. It was a big double blanket. Now isn't that a fine blanket, said the old man, smoothing it over his knees. And isn't your father a kind man to be giving the old man a blanket like this to go away with? It cost something. It, it did look at the wool in it, and warm it will be these cold winter nights to come. There will be no other blanket like it up there. Here in this paragraph, here in this paragraph, uh, Granddad wants to make it easier for himself. Granddad wants to make his departure easier for himself. So in this paragraph, the one point is that here the nature of this old man has been clarified, that this old man is a humble, selfless and self-sacrifice person, and he really wants to sacrifice his own happiness for the happiness of his son. And then the old man was behaving like a child. He was behaving like a child, and he says that isn't so in this paragraph, The nature of this old man has been clarified, that he was a humble, he was a self-sacrifice person, and he wants his own happiness for the happiness of his son. That's why he readily accept his son suggestion that his son wants to send him away to the old age house. And here in he is behaving like a child. That isn't it a fine isn't a, at a fine blanket your dad has given to me. So that this is sufficient for today. And if you have any questions, you have any confusions, you can ask in the comment sections, and we will try to reply you immediately, inshallah. So see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.